Undisputed.
It's Friday, everybody. Thanks for kicking off your weekend here with us on Undisputed. I'm Jen Hale. That is Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you
Good
doing
morning,
today?
good morning.
Here we go. It's time. Playoffs starting. I just hope LeBron doesn't run out of gas Sunday at Memphis. I know gas is expensive right now, but he can afford it.
I just hope you guys don't get no tummy ache.
Oh, my God.
You guys don't get no tummy ache. You know
what?
this time of year.
Joel Embiid has not had any tummy aches all year long, right?
So
he did was run away with an MVP you didn't see coming.
About time he won one.
Yeah,
My
it
guy
is
got
about
back to
time.
back.
That's right.
My guy got back to back.
My guy should have won it 3 years in a row.
No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't.
Here we go.
No, he shouldn't. Giannis said he should have won it.
No.
He should win.
Plenty to wrestle over this morning, guys. That's for sure. Playoff basketball, one of my favorite times of the year. Indeed, Skip, you're right. The NBA playoffs officially tip off tomorrow. The favorites to win the East, Giannis and the Bucks, according to Fox Bet Sportsbook. Over in the West, meanwhile, favorites, KD and the Suns to reach the finals. However, when all is said and done, Fox Bet Sportsbook says the Bucks have the better odds to win it all. All right, Shannon, 3 questions for you. Who wins the West, who wins the East, and then who takes the entire crown?
Well, I'm going to start with the East first.
All right.
Skip, I always thought it was a 2-team race. I thought it was going to be the Bucks and the Celtics. And I really like the Bucks. Now, I think it's going to be a closer series between them and the Celtics because I only think it's only 2 teams that can possibly come out of the East, and that's the Bucks and the Celtics. But Chris Middleton's help. I like the trade they made at the deadline to get Jay Crowder. I like Joe Ingles shooting almost 41% from the 3 coming off a year after coming off the ACL injury. We know what Giannis is. Holiday has elevated himself. Brook Lopez, I've never seen a big guy have a transformation like him. He used to be a low post player. Now, all of a sudden, he's a stretch, does a real great job at defending the paint.
Yeah.
So I really like the Bucks. I would love the Bucks had Chris Middleton's health not been an issue. He had a week off. We'll see how that holds up.
Sounds like he's going to be okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
if he's okay,
Yeah, sounds like it.
they're definitely coming out of the East.
Okay.
Out of the West. I like the Nuggets at first, but with the health of Nikola Jokic, but they're a very beatable team. They're one of the team that's the number 1 seed that you like. They could get upset in the first round, although I don't think that's going to happen. I like the Lakers. I know a lot of people are not as bullish on the Lakers as I am, but I like their matchup. If you go back and look at AD's numbers against the Grizzlies this year, he had a 30-20 game. He had a 28-19 game, and they're 2-1 against the Grizz. In one of those games, they had Steven Adams. Obviously, Steven Adams won't be there. So I think it's going to come down between the Suns and the Lakers. And I think the inconsistency of DeAndre Ayton, although AD can be inconsistent as well, I want to see the matchup, KD and LeBron, because we haven't seen that that matchup since, 2018?
Yep.
It's been, 2018, the Christmas. Was that Christmas last time we saw? No, NBA Finals.
Finals,
NBA
yeah.
Finals. NBA Finals. So that's been a
How
long
quickly you forget.
Yeah, it's been a
Things
while.
that you want to forget.
It's been, he's out there by himself. Now, if you're one man
he's
band.
out there by himself.
That one man, come on now, don't do that, Skip. Now, you know he was out there by himself. And so I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say the Lakers and the Bucks, and I got the Bucks winning it all.
Time out. Did you just predict the Lakers are going to win the West? After just a couple of days back on the show, we did, what shot do you give the Lakers of winning the West? And you said 15%.
15.
And all of a sudden,
ain't zero.
you have vaulted to 100%.
No.
You went from 15% all the way to they're going to win the West.
Well, see, I'm most confident about the first round series because I really like the matchup LeBron and AD against the Grizzlies. Going back and looking at AD's numbers, Bron is going to be Bron. The question is, and AD is like, hold on, I did have a 30-20 game. I almost had another 20-20 game. I should be able to feast. And I know what Jared Jackson is. He's going to win Defensive Player of the Year, and rightfully so. But AD, that's a matchup AD should be able to win.
Okay.
And LeBron.
Okay. You're discounting that newcomer in Phoenix.
I said they're in the Western Conference Final. How am I discounting him?
But you just discounted him because you said that LeBron is going to overcome Kevin Durant for the first time in forever because Kevin Durant went into LeBron's house twice in a row, 2017, 2018, and beat him head-to-head.
Yeah, but I don't believe he's bringing a comparable team. Devin Booker is good, but he ain't Steph Curry. The third best player is not Klay Thompson. And they don't have a player that's defensive-oriented or with the mind of a Draymond Green. So if you think these Phoenix Suns are comparable 2017, 2018 Golden State Warriors, you've lost all of your mind, not part of it.
Is Kevin Durant actually playing at a higher level right here, right now than he was in 2017 or 2018? Yes, he is.
Skip,
I don't know if you've noticed.
What about his health? What about his health?
Well, as far as I know, it's just great.
Had he had the leg injuries, the lower injuries to his lower body in 2017 and 2018, like he has right now in 2023?
No, he's an older player. He's 34 years of age.
So
he is also in the midst of his greatest shooting season ever. It is off the charts. It is incomparable in NBA history, what the numbers that he's putting up, especially from two-point range. We'd never seen anything like it. He's making 57% of his two-point shots. I'm talking about outside the lane. I'm not talking about inside. I'm talking about jump shots.
Right.
Nobody's ever done that before. He is the deadliest mid-range jump shooter we have ever seen, and he's shooting it better than ever. And he walks in the door at Phoenix. Again, the trade went down on Super Bowl week Thursday when we were in Phoenix. And from that moment on, I know he had the injury problem when he first got there, and then he had another, tweaked his ankle or rolled his ankle, shooting some sort of weird, freakish pregame layup. And yet, in the 8 games that he did play, and I'm going to say that's just enough of a sample size for me to hang my hat on, they are 8-0 as a team, 8-0 with Kevin Durant. And every time I watch them with Kevin, it looks like they've been playing together for 800 games. That's what it looks like to me, because no superstar can blend more efficiently and quickly than Kevin can, especially when he loves his new teammates as opposed to the ex-teammate and ex-best friend that he left behind in Brooklyn.
How you know they ex? They still might be besties.
It felt exy to me when he exited.
Right. Well, Kyrie asked for a trade and he didn't want to be there alone.
Okay, all right. But it felt like they fell all apart. Kevin's quick to forgive and forget and make up, as he did with Russ, quote unquote. Russ hasn't forgiven or forgotten at all. But my point is, even LeBron, even AD, even the Lakers, as much as I love what Rob Pelinka did at the trade deadline, you're not going to be able to overcome the Phoenix Suns when they have home court in the finals. I'm going to go 6 games in that. You've got it in 7, right? You've got Lakers prevailing in 7 games. Okay, so that means they're going to have to go win a game 7 at Phoenix.
Right.
I don't love their chances of that.
Yes, that's exactly what they're going to have to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, I've got Phoenix going to the finals to face the team that I first guessed from the start of this season. I believe this is the year of Doc Rivers' Philadelphia 76ers. And there have been moments I haven't loved what I saw from them. But there have been
I thought you were talking about the team you picked earlier this year, the Clippers.
Okay.
I said, but they got the Clippers the first round. They came, but you mean on the other side.
On the other side.
Okay.
But, okay, now, for the record, before this season started, I picked the Clippers to win it all. Until you guys somehow, Rob Pelinka got out from under Russ when you did not think there was any way out from under Russ, and got out from under Patrick Beverley and completely changed the tone and the tenor of the Lakers. Turned them from a cloud team, a cloud hanging over their heads team, to a unified, united, happy basketball team. They like each other. That locker room, they're going with LeBron. It feels like the spirit has risen about 100% in the locker room. So I love all that. Way to go, Rob Pelinka. I still say he's executive of the year. You're not giving him any credit for it. But it was a lot of little moves with 2 big moves of addition by subtraction. But the point is, after one Los Angeles team subtracted Russ, the other one jumped right on him. And I said, I'm out. And not only am I out, but Paul George is out for the foreseeable future. I don't know when he's going to come back, if he's going to come back.
Yeah, he's definitely probably not coming back this first round.
Okay, so I am way out. And I told you from day one, from moment one, as soon as they acquired Russell Westbrook, because that's how I perceive him in the big picture, they're not going to be able to overcome and win with him as their starting point guard. He went from 6th Man of the Year candidate coming off the bench for Darvin Ham to he's in the starting lineup for Ty Lue. Do I like Ty Lue more than Darvin as a first-year head coach? Sure, I do. Yeah, and again, the strength of the Clippers is the head coach right now. Do I love Kawhi on both ends of the floor? I don't. He doesn't even try to play defense anymore. I don't.
He tried to steal the ball, but
he can't. His knees are too creaky.
Yeah.
So he saves his knees on one end of the floor because, as you say, when you got to get down in a chair, your knees are going to bite and they are going to scream at you, right?
Yes.
But on the other end, he's been, I think he's playing the highest level of offensive basketball we've seen. So whatever chance they have against Phoenix, it will be Kawhi or bust on the offensive end because I don't think he can help much the other way around. And then it's Russ eventually going haywire to me. Just when you need it the least, he will self-destruct and he will take you down with him because you saw it again and again when he was a Laker. I love our topic that we're going to do because we'll get to it in a minute. Who's had the better career between Russ and Chris Paul? Yeah. Because that is a tough question.
It's a very tough question.
Because it's close in a lot of ways. But those two are going to be matched up, and that's going to tell a big tale in this series. Now, I still say Kevin is he's on a mission. He went back. I mean, he chose to go to Phoenix. He asked to go to Phoenix because he loves Chris. Who doesn't love Chris? He's been the president of the Players Association for God knows how many years. It seems like his whole career.
Yeah. He's not the president anymore, CJ.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
he was.
But he
was,
and,
for at least a decade.
I mean, highly respected by the players. We'll get deeply into that in just a minute. But the point is, Kevin said, as I used to call him back in the days on the old network, he's CP0. He still didn't have a ring.
Right.
And neither does Russ. So here we go. And yet, Kevin's saying, I want to go to Phoenix and help Chris win a ring. And I think Chris will be instrumental in their rise because he's going to get as many open three-point shots as you've ever seen a man get in playoff series. They are going to dare him to shoot threes, and I believe he will take and make a lot of big, crucial three-point shots. Okay, so I have them coming out of the West past your Lakers. I was first guessing that from the trade deadline.